Hey guys, it's Brandon, aka The Workman's Pomp. Today I'm doing a follow-up to a review I did just a little while ago for the company Adam's Hair Stuff on Instagram, Facebook, and all those other places. Today I'm going to be talking about the Fresh Slick Pomade. This is made in America, made in Denver, Colorado, to be honest with you, or to just be straightforward. The ingredients on this, and typically I haven't been reading the ingredients off on products, but when you're dealing with an oil-based product, it's not a lot. So I'm just gonna read them real quick. White beeswax, white petroleum, coconut oil, cucumber oil, grapeseed oil, green tea, essential oil, and scent. It says it's a high shine, a light hold, cucumber green tea scent. Rub a small amount of the product in your hands, apply to damp or dry hair, styled as desired. Now, typically kind of following suit, I guess you could say, with the OG pomade that I did a review on. Typically when I apply oil-based, I do it in dry hair, not damp so much when it's more on the waxier side. And since the first thing in this is white beeswax, definitely just gonna apply and dry. Now, looking at this, you can see it's just a classic white color. The scent on this is one of my favorite scents that I've smelt out of a pomade in a long time. It is like a green tea with a cucumber scent, which makes it feel really fresh and minty. Scooping on this, I wanted to show you this because of its beeswax. I left the top layer part up here so you can see. You got to put some, a little bit of effort into it, but then you'll see because this is the deeper side, once you get into there, it's like super easy. So a lot of people don't mess with lights anymore. Typically what lights are used for, and breaking down is typical, even for a beeswax, super easy to break down. Love the scent. Typically what people will use lights for is a topper to add extra shine to a product that is neutral for someone who wants a lot of shine. So for example, you could add this on top of the OG, like the medium one, and it would give it a little bit more shine. You can see too, looking at this, it's really shiny. Typically when I'm using a light pomade, I'll use it in the winter too. But you can get a product like this that uses beeswax, and although it's light, it still has a surprising amount of stylability and hold for a light pomade. So, if I was doing something where I wanted a slicker look like this, I could just get my slick on. I use one small scoop. Typically, for me, because I have longer hair right now and I'm growing my hair out, I try not to use a lot of greasier products, just because when you have long hair and you're slicking it back, so this is just my thing, and this is no offense to anybody who likes this look, but for me, I kind of find that if I have slicker hair and I slick it back, or longer hair and I slick it back with like an oil base, like a really shiny oil base, I think it kind of makes me look a little bit greasy and trashy, especially because I got these little side swoops going on. So anyways, not too much to say. It applies easy. The scoop has a little bit of tension to it. The thing I do want to say is, like I said, because it's beeswax, it feels like the lighter side of a medium, but still has the shine and slickability that you would want from a light. So it's one of my more favorite types of lights. Like when you get a light, I like the ones that you can use as a standalone like this, or as a topper. Typically light stuff like Royal Crown and stuff like that, you can't use as a standalone because it's just too greasy and too I don't know, it just doesn't look good to me. It has no hold. This stuff, on the other hand, has good hold. So basically the endurance, I would say, you're gonna have to restyle. It is a light. If you're using it in colder weather, like at night, I've used this at night when it was a little bit colder out, it holds pretty good. If you're gonna be using this as a topper, it's gonna add decent amount of shine, you can see. Although I'll say this, like, it's not the shiniest of light pomades, but it gets the job done if you're looking for one that you want to shine something up. This in particular works really well with the medium counterpart, so I would suggest if you get these two, use them together. You can also add this onto the buildup of the medium just to add a little bit more strength. Because this has a little bit more hold for a light, it's a good buildup revitalizer. What I mean by that is when you use a product for a couple of days and you just decide to stop using it, just wash your hair and stuff, there's going to be leftover product in your hair, especially if you're using an oil based, and this is good to throw on top because the scent's clean, it's fresh smelling, and it still adds a little bit of hold without looking super greasy. So for me, overall, I really liked it. If I have to rate this, I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5. I think this is an excellent light pomade. I do think that light pomades are kind of like a what would you say, like a dying art. A lot of people don't use lights. Everybody's into, you know, I don't know, clays and stuff like that. But I had a really fun time reviewing both of the Adam's Hair Stuff pomades, because honestly, I haven't been using a lot of oil base just since I moved to Cleveland. So anyways, really enjoyed this. I think you should check it out. Links are in the description. Check out both of his products. Check out his page too. He's a cool dude. And if you've used this before, let me know. Questions, comments, concerns, put them below, and have a good one, guys.